596. Right now I'm in Twint, uh, in Suncatcher. Well, those who know. Those who doesn't, it's a name of the building in this place. I'm in the big hall. Well, nobody's here. They're preparing for a peace justice conference. Everyone's scattered doing some jobs, and I got some free time to record, and I think that might be one of the rare cases where, at least in this time of my life, I will record in Wind. Yes. There has been some things I wanted to talk. There was actually one video I started recording, but because my phone died, it was at work, I couldn't finish the video, and then I decided, okay, maybe it's not that important that I upload the video, so just delete it. There has been some things happening. First of all, you can see my haircut, so yeah, thanks to one of my teammates to do that. Yeah, so what has happened recently? Just yesterday actually, I went to the doctor and we talked about my gender, and he asked me some questions, and I basically answered the questions, and then we sent the proposal again for at least for us to have a meeting, and it seems like it's going to be it seems optimistic, and at least the doctor said that it seems like it's a case, you know. So I'm very pleased to hear that first, and I'm looking forward for a positive answer from the place, and we'll see how it goes. Just now I arrived in Twint. I was traveling with 5 or 4 of my teammates with the train. It was like 5-hour trip to here from Copenhagen area. It's quite a trip, and I think during this kind of trip, there's some things that I either remembered or just like they started piling up, and I felt like I need some space and time to record the video to talk about it. And let's hope nobody will stop me. Yeah. Just before talking about myself, I want to also talk that one of my teammates got fired from a workplace. It's actually it's actually the same person that cut my hair, and they also lived exactly at the same place where I lived, but I work in different place, but they also work at the same place that they lived. Yeah, and now they're just coming back here in Twint to kind of see what to do next, because they cannot live there anymore because they're fired. And yeah, it's a very big shame, because my boyfriend really enjoyed their company around, and overall, like, they brought a lot of good energy, I would say, in the workplace. Maybe in the living place, maybe not positive like necessarily, but like just alternative, let's say. And I really like that. It's like some colors in the black and white daily routine that I had, like wake up, work, come back, watch something or play something, and go sleep. Yes, and it also seemed that from the workplace, it seemed very unprofessional. Like, it was very sudden, no warnings, no nothing, and there's a lot of things that the workplace themselves didn't like respect, as in the workplace put them to work in the kitchen with meat, while they expressed very openly that they don't want to work with meat, and other things, and like overall, like, the boss or the headmaster, it doesn't seem like really that to be the one that really is seeing the errors of them working there, but rather hearing like some how do you say, rumors about, or like bad opinions about them working there, because they are known to be reactive and not just swallow things that if they're unsatisfied about something. So it might have been backfired as well, but I still think it was very unprofessional. And the first video actually was mainly focusing on the situation because I started filming it exactly when the situation occurred. So now I don't talk about it that much because I also talk with them and I see that it's like, and also with different people, and I see it's like maybe not that dramatic as I thought myself to be. So I'm at least happy to see that. But anyways, back to the trip, back to right now, back to the moment. I felt extreme sadness during this whole trip. Actually woke up very nicely, and yeah, I was pretty positive. Like I was a little bit lost because I think my dream was a little bit strange. I don't remember what happened already anymore, but it was very strange. Like I still have like this strange aftertaste. Like yeah, something is not right, you know. And during the whole trip, like technically, like I could have sat with them, but there was exactly like 4 spaces like not attended in the train, and then there was like 2 strangers sitting, or like 1 stranger sitting, and like one of the other teammates. Basically, they split so that I could have space, but like I would need to trouble a stranger, and I really didn't want to do that. And there was like spaces, just free space that I could sit. And at first I didn't mind it because like they didn't seem interested to talk with me, but then kind of like seeing that they are communicating, like eating some snacks together, and I'm just sitting there, and yeah, it kind of made me feel lonely, although it's totally my fault for sure. uh, yes, but then at the next time, like I kind of talked with somebody, with one of my teammates, and I guess she saw that I'm sad, so she proposed to come to them, like specifically, like to sit with all of us. That's what she said, and I decided to do that. But then the next train, exactly the same situation occurred. Like there was like they took all the free spaces, and then there's like one more space that was like occupied by a stranger, and by strangers like backpack, and it really seemed that like I didn't want to trouble that person, so I ultimately like didn't. But then in the mid, and they were talking about some stuff and interesting stuff, something that I would also want to be a part of, like about the Avatar: The Last Time Airbender. Like it's one of my favorite cartoons, and it's a very amazing show, and I had some things to share myself, but I couldn't because I didn't sit with them. And yeah, and then eventually the stranger went away, and they called me, which I was very like pleased with. But then I came, and then it's like suddenly like there's almost no talking happening. Then like I guess they just finished the topic they were with. They kind of tried to how to say it, like also have me talking about it, and I talked, and I think I talked like quite much, and then they just all stopped and started using phones. Like I think like I don't know what is this, why does this happen, but every time I'm there, it's just like either I make the situation more awkward, or people just don't want to talk while I'm around. I don't know why is this happening, or what this exact situation happened. Maybe they just got exhausted from talking all the trip, which could be understandable. But then again, like after I kind of distanced myself, they again started talking. So it just seems that I do, I sure am the catalyst of this. Specifically, one of the teammates is the most influenced by it, and I have no idea why. But I also feel like I cannot talk while he's around, like there's just nothing in me that I can express myself. Despite that we have a lot of things in common, and we digest the same kind of things in social media, and have common interests, common like games, and like what shows we watch, and like kind of in that. But like we're so different as people that there's just nothing that we can talk besides common interests, and it's like yeah, nothing I can do really about it. And I'm trying, but it is not working, at least right now. Yeah. And then I started thinking like about how I'm feeling and how I'm reacting to these situations, because one side of me like really wanted to distance myself and just go away and like take my time. And it's like, as in saying, like I'm clearly like disturbing the peace for these people, and like they just seem more free when I'm not around. But then again, I kind of remember that they want all the teammates to be kind of a part of the team and be like active. Active participation is like one of the, let's say, frames of this uh, education systems, or how do you say it? Like, well, I think you got the idea. But yeah, and then I thought like to kind of push through it and like try to kind of be a part of it, and then it's like this kind of kindness, which is like very shallow kindness. Like it really is like kind of almost restrictive for me, because I'm not expressing how I'm feeling. So then I'm kind of faking, and it's very pretentious, and then I have like this self-hatred accumulating, and I want to distance more. But then I also start distancing more. I also have this like aversion towards it, because it's not something that this like education is trying to convey, let's say. And then I am started like to split into, maybe I'm not expressing myself well, maybe I'm expressing in a way that makes sense, but not in the sense that I'm trying to say. What I mean is that, and during that moment when we were just almost arriving, like I had this very strong feeling of splitting into two, and this kind of part of me, like it felt like something different that I explained right now in this video. Then I'm trying to remember now. Maybe I have to sit in silence a little bit. But yeah, let me think for like a few minutes, and if I cannot figure it out, then I will try to move on. Yeah, I cannot find it. Well, but also like during that same trip, like I noticed that my thoughts are really scattered, and like there's like a lot of ignorance for my own thoughts, in the sense that like I cannot focus on single thought for like more than a minute, and yeah, that was a little bit disruptive. And then right now, when I was just in between, hanging around, we played like volleyball for like 5 minutes, and then we stopped because there were like some things that we needed to do, and most of the team went to do gardening right now, and I decided to take the dishwashing in the evening after dinner. So actually, it's like 15 minutes more till the dinner. Yes, and yeah, so now it's my free time while they're working, because nobody wanted to do dishwashing, so I kind of called myself to do it. So I'll do dishwashing. But that's besides the point. Like after that, like I met another teammate here that is also working here, and like it seemed like he hugged almost everyone, and like kind of had this reaction even with people that he lives with here. But like with me, he didn't even look at me, and yeah, and like I kind of tried to like physically express that, hey, I'm here to hug, but I couldn't find an opportunity to actually go and hug him, and then it's like then everyone left, and he noticed that I'm there, I guess, and still didn't say anything, like not hi, not nothing, just like asking, like just like became like a little bit in his mind that like he just finished work and they're going to work and I have to join. That's what he was thinking, and then he eventually just joined them, and yeah, and it also felt very targeted in a sense, but not specifically because of how I am, but I guess he's also going through some things, and I guess I don't know. I can try to excuse him as much as I can, but the truth is that he did express, either if it's pretentious or not, but like he expressed like positive physical greeting. Hi. Yes, like I just met a person there, but it's just for a few seconds. Yeah, so he expressed physical and positive greeting for everybody except me. It's not something that I'm trying to kind of focus on, but it is something I noticed, and it's not something that like, oh yeah, it's only me that does that. Like, I'm not trying to focus only on myself. I try to see like how he reacted to everybody, and he did greet everybody. So I'm like not over exaggerating. That's what I'm getting right now, and I don't understand why. I do know from other people that I do seem either awkward or like closed and not want to communicate with people. That's how people see me. It's not something I am, and at least I don't try to. And yeah, and it's not something I want to be at all. But it also seems like I cannot really change that because people already like kind of accepted that. So there's like also no place for me to kind of change this opinion about myself. And yeah, that's kind of ironically. Then I also start to distance from them in a sense. And the thing is that I'm noticing these things, that I'm distancing, and I know that this is like influenced by the social like kind of constructs and like beliefs or whatever you call it, but so I try to break it and I try to go against the flow, and but it's very difficult because I also don't know how to do it because I don't have experience, and if people are not like outgoing to that, as weak person as I am, I cannot just do it on my own, you know. I cannot break stereotypes about myself on my own. I need support from the other side, not only for people that do know me, but also from people that don't know me, but like are willing to see past the first impression, let's say. Yeah, and I'm a little bit sad about it, and I don't know what to do. I'm very lost, and yeah, it's very upsetting that I have no idea what to do. I wanted to talk more about this kind of splitting because at the moment when I was walking, I really felt it. Like I really felt it, but I just cannot remember exactly how it was. Yeah. One more thing to mention is that when people, like in the train, when they were talking about, and the topic was like, what part of like media has influenced you the most, and like I listened to like two people talking, and they all seemed like the points are so concrete, and they were also so passionate, and like no interruptions almost, and it was very constructive and like very nicely put like into words, and I was kind of like admiring that, and I noticed straight away when I started talking, like I became so much more fluid, like very like unstructured in a sense, maybe even hesitant, um, and then also like that the same teammate that is influencing me the most was trying to like put words in my mouth, like like a lot. Like I didn't have a single sentence when there was like not a word coming from his mouth to intervene my sentences, and it really like does this disrupt my how my brain works, and it's very difficult to then kind of grow in the part of communicating, because like it's basically spoiling my ability to talk by myself. uh, yes. Okay, let me try again to remember what I was trying to talk before. It's like I'm trying to be nice to people, and I am like I do believe that I am inherently kind person, and uh, in that sense I'm kind of even selfless. Like I can do things for people, caring about them first without having concern about myself, because I know that I'm not really influenced by external things that much. However, because I did has this episode of external factor influencing me how I feel right now, for example, I felt that it might not be true, and yeah, but I already digressed from the point. Like basically, like when I'm feeling fine, there's nothing really that can influence me externally that much. So I know that I can be pretty selfless, very kind and compassionate towards others, and I also can be a very nice communicator. But maybe because I woke up like not in a stable way, because I was still in my dream world, and I kind of was excluded from this group like from the very beginning, and also taking into consideration the past interactions with people, with specifically these people in my team. I maybe started feeling more sad and drowsy, and yeah, then I started consuming like some reels, some short-term things, playing some games, and yeah, and eventually it grew up into this feeling of what I'm feeling right now. But what I'm trying to tell is, again, to come back to it, is that yeah, when I do feel that I'm not feeling okay, I'm kind of automatically focusing on myself and try to distance myself. But this is also kind of escaping from a discomfort in a sense, if that, yeah. And so I try to come out of this kind of comfort zone and try to challenge myself, but because I'm in, again, like I will repeat myself a little bit, because I'm weak in that sense. Like I have no experience in that, and there's no support. These attempts fail. I will still try to do these things. I will still try to attempt, and will do what I can do, as much as I can do to grow and to overcome this weakness. But as it stands now, it seems almost impossible to overcome it, and it frustrates me and distances me more from people here, and I feel like they form even stronger belief that I don't want to communicate with them, which is absolutely not true. Yes, and then yeah, this kind of self-hatred starts thing like being erased, and then it's like I start like not even hating myself anymore because it's so big. Like I start kind of despising the whole situation I'm in, or like the environment I'm in, or people around me, and I really don't want to be around them. Like I start seeing things, negative things. I start focus on negative things, and it makes me feel miserable in a sense. Um, and then again, and then again I'm brought to trying to be nice, trying to be kind, trying to be active, to be social, and again I'm seeing that I'm not included, and like again this kind of negative emotions start being born, because of like helplessness, how helpless I feel in these situations, and I kind of start feeling like I don't want to be here, and then it's like, but I kind of want to be here, but also then they're both kind of equally strong in a sense. If that, I don't know, that probably doesn't make sense, but like me not wanting to be here is also influenced by ego naturally, to kind of escape from discomfort, but it also has a deeper notation, as in like I clearly disrupt these people, you know. I think this video has been awful in the sense that I repeat myself a lot, and I'm getting nowhere really. Yeah, I have no idea how to conclude this. I just really wanted to talk about it. Kind of express it at least to somebody or to something, because this is a phone. I also kind of don't want to finish talking because I still feel like I didn't talk enough. But also looking at the time, it's almost half an hour and it's a long time, so I will probably just end. 596.